Look, the truth is brutal. Clean tech startups are not just some fantasy you toss into a portfolio hoping for good vibes and vague returns. They are messy, hard, and painfully slow if you don't know exactly what to do. Most investors give up too early because they fall into the trap of thinking impact means a sacrifice, and that sacrifice means lesser returns. That's a lie, a damn expensive one. If you want real returns, the kind that blow past expectations, you have to stop playing by old rules. First thing, stop treating clean tech like any other market sector. It's not. It's a complex beast tangled in tech risk, regulatory nightmares, and capital cycles that can crush you if you blink. If you jump in without an army of experts, engineers, policy hackers, supply chain wizards, you're walking blindfolded into failure. So your job? Build a team or a network that breathes this stuff every single day. Not just suits who think they can Google solar investment. Find founders who get it at their core. No ego, just grit, and back them with patience baked into your capital. Be ready to hold for the long haul. This isn't a sprint, it's a war that's rarely overnight. Second, do not fall for shiny projections or scalable impact slogans. Look beyond the numbers. Real impact investors see two things no one else cares about: deep tech validation and policy alignment. If your startup can't prove their tech isn't vaporware by actually working at scale in volatile markets, move on. And if their strategy doesn't dance with current and incoming regulations, whether subsidies, carbon credits, or emissions rules, you're throwing money into a black hole. Impact startups depend on systems evolving in parallel. If they don't, returns dry up fast. Ignore this, and you're begging for heartache. Third, expect your portfolio to be uneven, but with pockets of explosive growth. Clean tech isn't about averaging safe bets. It's about spotting a few rare wildfires where the tech, market, and timing smash together perfectly. So cut your losses quickly on duds and put every ounce of energy into doubling down when those rare winners start firing. Don't cling to failed projects out of loyalty or conventional patience. This land rewards speed and brutal honesty, not sentiment. Here's the critical bit that trips almost everyone up. You have to connect the dots across sectors: energy, manufacturing, raw materials, finance, government policy, and act on those connections faster than anyone else. Too many investors stick to silos. Clean tech doesn't work that way. The winners will be the ones who can move money, ideas, and people fluidly, bending the system toward change instead of hoping it bends naturally. If you want those returns beyond expectations, you'll need to wrestle with the uncomfortable reality that your capital is a weapon and a lifeline. You can't just toss in cash and check out. You need to get your hands dirty with strategy, timing, regulation, and relentless validation. You have to build not just companies, but ecosystems, collaborations that make the impossible ordinary. So before you jump in, ask yourself, am I ready to fight? To work like hell on every angle, crushing illusions about easy impact investing? Because clean tech rewards hustle with outsized returns, but only if you're smarter, faster, and more relentless than 90% of the market who just want a green label on their lazy bets. This is the edge where impact investing breaks free from charity mindsets and becomes real game-changing capital. The startups that win here won't just change the planet, they'll make investors rich beyond what most thought possible. But only if you're ready to put everything on the line: the patience, the grit, the sweat, and demand accountability from every founder you bet on. There's no magic shortcut. Just brutal, smart, obsessed focus on tech validation, policy fit, ruthless portfolio management, and cross-sector connection. If you can own these, clean tech startups won't just meet expectations, they'll shatter them. This isn't about waiting for the world to change. This is about forcing it, dollar by dollar, connection by connection, until returns are no longer a question. Get that right, and you're not just investing. You're rewriting what impact means and making serious money doing it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to learn more.